Hey, welcome back to House of Prep. My name's Jerry. I live just outside of Nashville here in Tennessee. Normally on Thursdays, you would find I'm at my dining room table and I'm bringing some supplies, some preps, things, the groceries, things that I picked up from the stores. I wanted to change it up a little bit. Now, I've still got a couple little things we're going to talk about, but I just wanted to mix it up a little bit and change the scenario. So on Thursdays, you know what to do. You jump in the comments and give updates of your area. It allows me and allows others. Make sure you put in the general area you're in. Sometimes it's just the state, and that's okay. State and the city, or hey, I'm close to this, and however you feel comfortable doing that. Kind of lets us know where everything's going on. And we have other countries that join in as well. So I want to talk about a couple things. First, I want to mention aluminum foil. Going through the store, I saw an extra display of aluminum foil. They had the Reynolds. And I do remember somebody, I think last week, put in the comments that they've noticed their aluminum foil prices are really going up. And the prices were just getting unreal. So a Reynolds 150 feet of the heavy-duty Reynolds was about $10 or $11, like 10 and some change. So I wanted to get an extra one just for my preps. It's going to stay, I'm up here in my bonus room, and I have a little stash up here. This is going to go into that stash. And this is not 150, it's 100, and it's the Great Value brand. And I kept the receipt to make sure to remind me. I paid $4.78. So definitely cheaper, per ounce or per however the inch or however they measure it. But I was thinking, in a grid down, in a situation where I'm doing a lot of cooking out on the grill, I could imagine making sure that I need plenty of this. Then that led me to remember that did I fill up my propane tank, the one that I had just swapped out off my grill, and I did. So that's a good reminder for all of you. Look, hearing the news and watching numbers and the stock market, the inflation of things, propane can definitely go up this winter, especially if the demand goes up. If supply's low, demand's high, you'll see that go up along with gas prices. And if you've already experienced some of that, jump in the comments. Look, we've had people, utility bills are going up. They've gotten the notices right on their bill saying, hey, this is letting you know, heads up, your bill is going to be going up. And they'll have a percentage or an amount letting you know that the cost of things are going up. So back to the store experience. So my wife had went shopping this week. And then I also went shopping. Diet, for the Pepsi products, diet sodas, whether it's the Diet Pepsi, Diet Wild Cherry Pepsi, even Diet Mountain Dew, all the diet stuff. And the bottles, I like to get the bottles, or the 2-liter bottles, the plastics. All the diets were gone. None. It started making me think, is there something else going on, like a recall or something? But then I remembered we have some folks that are subscribers here that have spouses or they themselves worked with, companies that would get notices from PepsiCo, and would be saying, hey, there's going to be some shortages, there's going to be some problems of supply issues and the such. So a lot of that has kind of come true. Now, if you've been around my channel, you know me and my Diet Pepsis, and luckily I do still have some because I've tried to not drink as many throughout the week, and I do keep them stocked up somewhat because you have to watch the date because those suckers will go, when they hit that date, they'll go bad quick, and the taste goes really bad. But I still have some, so I'm thankful for that. And again, it's a prepper mentality. Now, we're talking diet sodas, right? Do we need that to survive? Well, some of us might. It's not a survival food. It's an example, okay? I'm just giving you an example. So I know some people are kind of like, oh, you shouldn't drink that stuff. And hey, I know. My doctor tells me that. Well, let's go back to something that's a little more hits home, okay? This is pumpkin. So baking good stuff, food for your big dinners, for Thanksgiving, for Christmas. I know many of you have already got them. You've stocked up. You've got your turkey, you've got your ham, You've got your pies, your ingredients to make all your home made from scratch desserts, which I would love to test. We'll have a test off to see who makes the best, and I'm the judge. Anybody else want to be the judge for that? But seriously, if you still haven't done it yet, and I know some people drag their feet kind of the last minute, don't be at the last minute when it comes to your supplies. When you know, A, supply could run out, B, prices could continue to go up. So save your money now. Save the stress and the heartache and the headache of running to multiple stores. Look, I spoke to my mom this week. She lives down in Florida, and she was getting some cream cheese for some of my nephews and nieces. They were having something with their school, and my mom was making, they have like the dessert giveaways and things, and she was going to make a dessert for them. And she had to go to 3 different stores, Costco included, 3 different stores to try to find cream cheese. And she couldn't find it. Finally, she found a place that had 1 box. So she went ahead and took out what she needed for the desserts. And then she immediately, what am I making for Thanksgiving and what am I making for Christmas? But check your dates on the cream cheese. You obviously don't want to plan so far ahead that you're going to run out of date and you're going to have to end up throwing it away, right? But that was good. My mom thinks like that too. So she bought enough to where she knew she could go ahead and have it. If it's already hard to find now, give it another week. People are going to be running around looking for flour and this and that. I picked up some things to make some cookies. I was thinking ahead, hey, the kids are coming to town. We're going to have some family together. I wanted to make sure I had some of those little fun things that you can do together as a family and go ahead and get it. Now, turkey update. If you remembered, I think it was last week or so, I bought a butterball turkey and I found it for like 99 cents a pound, ballpark around there. And like a week or so before that, the great value turkeys at Walmart were like $1.48. Well, when I checked them this week, man, the prices of those great value turkeys dropped down to 89 cents a pound. So that was a big drop from the $1.48 down to 89, and maybe the supply went up and they were able to kind of, as the trucks came in, they could kind of change the price, right? Or I don't know. So, but that's a good thing because that's showing you that there's still items that can still change for the better. And that was an example of that. Now, it's not like that for everything. We're going up and down the meat aisle, steaks and stuff, still the same thing. And, you're going to pay $20 for 2 small little steaks, It's totally changed. The whole landscapes of that is with the old ways. And I don't think a lot of stuff's going to go back down. Especially with these major companies, and they've kind of made it known that, hey, we're doing this company-wide, and it's probably here to stay. Now, I don't even see as many sales anymore, like good sales. Like, they're just not there right now. When you look at the ads, if you got the apps for certain stores like Kroger's, or now I know Aldi's still has some pretty good prices and some things. But do your best, guys. Shop around. Like I said, the baking goods or things that you, like I said, aluminum foil, things outside the box, your paper products, toilet paper, that's another one we always talk about. But I've been just keep watching the prices, and slowly but surely, a little bit over here, a little bit over there, and then all of a sudden, you don't have as much. The other thing that we run into, and I've said this many times in past videos, still the same way, when I go up and down even like the canned food aisle, and there's holes, and they're not always stacked from top to bottom, right? They're not always shoved in there from front to back. A lot of times they're fronted. And I've asked this question before. How long would that last on those shelves the way they are now? If panic ensued, how many people would it take to clear the aisle, to clear what's on the shelf? It wouldn't take many. If you had 100 people come down that aisle with shopping carts, panic buying, that'd be it. Give it 2 hours and those shelves are going to be decimated, especially if you're in a busy area like I am when hitting the stores. Well, I don't care if it's Aldi's, Kroger's, Walmart. There's just, things are different now. It's not the same. People's mentality on things is different. So just don't get caught. Don't be that person. So, and I know many of you know, and you are. But hey, Thursday videos, it's about you guys. It's about having fun, jumping in the comments. Let me know about your gas prices. Let me know food prices, what you've noticed about holes, about products like for your holidays you can't find, or the turkeys. And it's just a chance to share, to chit-chat, to interact, and it's to stay networked. Sometimes that's how the best information is shared. Let's be real. We find out about stuff, sharing with stuff, before you hear about it on the news. You don't even, for months later sometimes. I mean, we're all boots on the ground. We're the ones sharing stuff and totally ahead of the curve. Because when I'm reading your all's comments, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to see a pattern here. Maybe it's regional. Maybe it's a different country. Some countries, I know like CK and some others had said for the longest time, Canada wasn't quite seeing all the price changes and things like we were. And then all of a sudden it was hitting, and she's like, I can't believe it. And so people like that are on part of our channel, it's neat to see that. It's neat to experience the different parts. So anyway, that's enough rambling for today. I hope you guys are having a great week. We're almost at the weekend. November is just flying on by. I can't believe it. We're already just going right on into the month. And before I forget, I stopped by a Chevy dealer this week. I talked to a man who had been a general manager of a store for 40 years. For 40 years at a Gary Matthews is where he was a general manager for over 40 years. He said that I have never, in his experience, ever seen anything like this with the automotive business. With the shortages of cars, they'll get maybe some cars in on a truck, and they just they're like hotcakes. People are driving from other states to come where they find them online, and they're like, we're coming, we're on our way. You know, other cities coming, looking for cars that they're wanting. So it just lets you know, it just goes beyond just rice and beans, right? There's just so many things affected by this in life. So you all take care. And you know what? We're going to have a Friday Night Live. We're doing it this week. I've had some hiccups these last couple weeks, things going on. I don't have anything on my calendar, and I feel good. And so we're gonna have some fun. All right. So be there Friday night at 8 o'clock here Central Time, and we will do a live. All right. You guys be good.